Choosing between the 2024 Toyota CHR-GR Sport plug-in hybrid and the 2024 Lexus-LBX Hybrid requires considering your priorities and needs. Here's a breakdown of their key differences. Performance. CHR-GR Sport, more powerful with 223 horsepower, ideal for those who value acceleration, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds. Plug-in capability allows electric-only driving for shorter commutes. LBX, less powerful with 184 horsepower, slower, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.4 seconds, but smoother and quieter due to its 3-cylinder engine. Fuel economy. CHR-GR Sport, 353.1 miles per gallon in electric mode, 70 miles per gallon combined hybrid. LBX, 48 miles per gallon combined hybrid. Practicality. CHR-GR Sport, more cargo space, 19.1 cubic feet, but less headroom, especially in the rear. LBX, smaller cargo space, 17.1 cubic feet, but more spacious and comfortable for passengers. Features. CHR-GR Sport, sporty trim with unique styling, 18-inch wheels, larger touchscreen, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. LBX, more luxurious interior with premium materials, available Mark Levinson sound system, Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0. Price. CHR-GR Sport, likely around $35,000 to $40,000. LBX, more expensive, starting around $38,000. Other factors. Brand image, Lexus offers a more prestigious badge. Reliability, Toyota is known for reliability, but the LBX is well built too. Here's a recommendation based on your potential priorities. Choose the CHR-GR Sport if you prioritize performance, fuel efficiency, especially with regular charging, and cargo space. You value a sporty aesthetic and technology features. Choose the LBX if you prefer a smoother, quieter ride, prioritize passenger comfort, and value features and premium materials. You desire a luxurious brand image. Remember, these are just general guidelines. Test drive both cars to see which one suits your needs and preferences best. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any other questions. Toyota Australia has confirmed the second-generation CHR will be available with 2 electrified powertrains, including a flagship GR Sport with all-wheel drive. Petrol-only engines have been ditched globally for the new CHR, while a plug-in hybrid version is confirmed for Europe, but it is unlikely to reach Australia as a Mitsubishi Eclipse cross-rival. The new Lexus-LBX may be the smallest car the Japanese brand makes, but it's also one of the most important. This is a Nissan Juke-sized SUV that could open Toyota's premium division up to a host of new customers, exploit further the transitional benefits of its hybrid powertrain, and give a massive shot in the arm to the company's sales and market share across Europe. No pressure, then. The latest CHR was designed and developed in Europe, where it'll also be built. The spokesperson confirmed local examples will be manufactured in Europe, rather than Japan, where today's model is sourced. The market seems to be moving towards Lexus, too. The car the company considers the most obvious rival for the LBX, the Audi Q2, is due to depart showrooms at some point in 2024. And another key competitor, the Mini Countryman, grows substantially for its forthcoming generation. It's little wonder that Lexus GB thinks it can use LBX to catapult its annual sales here beyond the 20,000 vehicle mark for the first time. Under the skin, the new CHR is built on evolved TNGAC architecture, with similar powertrains and technology to the not-for-Australia Prius small car. The new CHR will be offered in 3 familiar variants in Australia, with a more powerful 1.8-liter hybrid in front-wheel drive for the GXL and Koba. Yet this is also a car with risks, for the LBX shares a lot with existing Toyotas, more directly than pretty much any Lexus we've seen up to now. It uses the same TNGAB platform as the Yaris Cross, with both cars matched on fundamental layout and body style. They're both petrol-electric hybrid crossovers, plain and simple, to the point where you wonder how Lexus is really going to add enough value to make its model stand apart and justify its higher price. The outgoing CHR offered a 1.2-liter four-cylinder turbo petrol or a 1.8-liter petrol-electric hybrid borrowed from the Corolla. Last year, the hybrid powertrain accounted for 44.1% of CHR sales in Australia, split between the Koba, 84%, and GR Sport, 16%, grades. Measuring 4,360 mm long, 1,830 mm wide, and 1,558 to 1,564 mm tall, with a 2,640 mm wheelbase, the new CHR is 30 mm shorter than before, but it is 35 mm wider and similar in height, with an identical wheelbase. The two cars aren't completely identical, mind you. For starters, the LBX actually has a slightly longer wheelbase, by 20 mm, than the Yaris Cross, and it also has a little more power, with a total of 134 brake horsepower, compared with the 129 brake horsepower of the range-topping Toyota. There's a difference in battery technology too, with Lexus claiming that its setup allows better response from the electric part of the car's powertrain, for punchier, snappier maneuvers around town. The TNGAB platform offers scope for an electrified back axle, and sure enough, Lexus has elected to offer that option. So while all LBXs have McPherson struts at the front, there are a couple of rear suspension options, a space-efficient torsion beam and front drive additions like the example we're driving here, and double wishbones in four-wheel drive versions. The two extra driven wheels are available only on flagship models, with a premium of around £1,300. Lexus expects them to account for only a few % of sales. As a toned-down version of the CHR Prologue concept unveiled in late 2022, the production version retains its two-tone look, with Toyota first pop-out door handles and an LED light strip at the rear with illuminated red center badging. Things starting encouragingly enough, the LBX looks pretty smart from the outside, with a fresh take on the maker's spindle grille and an interesting choice of colors, many of them bolder than normal Lexus fare, since this is a car designed to appeal to younger customers. It feels plush enough when you climb aboard, too. The core architecture looks slicker and better integrated than that of the Yaris Cross, and there are top-quality, stitched materials and dense foam padding in key areas. Inside, the CHR has a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster ahead of the driver and a freestanding 12.3-inch infotainment system. A semi-digital instrument cluster and 8-inch infotainment unit are standard on lower grades, with all versions running Toyota's latest software with wireless Apple CarPlay, but Android Auto remains wired only for Australia. It has a new look steering wheel similar to the Prius and Crown, while the use of recycled plastics has doubled, with it now used in more than 100 different parts, including the seat upholstery. The LBX infotainment system is nicely positioned and has a crisp display, plus there are physical controls for heating and ventilation directly beneath it. Plenty of main controls, such as the stubby gear selector and door buttons, instead of regular handles, feel suitably high grade. But it's not flawless. The mechanism on the central sliding armrest feels a bit cheap, for example, but it's probably premium enough. The panoramic sunroof is said to use an infrared reducing cost that has allowed Toyota to delete the sunshade, saving 5 kilograms, adding 30 millimeters of additional headroom, and reducing the need to use the air conditioning. Under the skin, the CHR's hybrid system includes 5th-generation electric components with a 4.08Ah lithium-ion battery and a new transaxle and power control unit. The 1.8-liter hybrid available in the GXL and Koba produces 103 kilowatts in total, up 15%, while the 2.0-liter system in the GR Sport introduces dual electric motors with all-wheel drive and a 145 kilowatts total system output. The on-road experience is solid too, though ultimately it lacks any standout attributes. That is to say that Lexus's claim that the car can run for 50% of the time on electricity around town seems valid enough to us. On the brand's test route in Valencia, we found it nippy enough to dart in and out of rush hour traffic, with a little more instant punch than we're used to feeling in the likes of the Yaris and Yaris Cross. The low-speed ride is typical TNGA fare, firm but controlled, and rarely uncomfortable. The steering is perhaps a teeny bit heavier than we'd like, and the self-centering a little strong, but it's accurate and makes it easy to place such a compact vehicle in tight city streets. Things don't fall apart completely on faster roads, either. Body control is, if anything, better than it needs to be, and while sharp, High-frequency inputs can still hit the dampers sufficiently for jolts to enter the cabin. In general, the LBX strikes a good balance between composure and comfort. The flagship GR Sport variant features a unique G-mesh pattern grille, 19-inch alloy wheels, 20-inch units available in Europe, and GR badging, while its cabin includes sports front seats with a GR logo embossed on the headrests. Features available but yet to be confirmed for Australia include digital key support, 64-color adjustable interior ambient lighting, an automatic parking function, adaptive LED headlights, a head-up display, and a JBL-branded audio system. Newly added active safety.